What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about the best abilities right now, currently in November of 2021, to use in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. Whether you're casual, competitive, it doesn't matter. It works no matter what. Just to give you guys kind of an update with what's going on. Usually we go ahead and we get at least 18 wins in Weekend League. I'm not sure that, well, that's the minimum. Last week we got 21, stuff like that. Right now we're 8-0. The things that I do, I just don't play the game as seriously as I used to because the game is so random. But a lot of you guys come to the channel and you want to just win. I got a guy telling me, yo, Gmia, before I started watching you, I was only winning 5 Weekend League games. Now he's winning 10, 15. Like, bro, that's all I really care about because the game is a lot more simplistic than a lot of people think. So just because somebody beats you, it doesn't mean that that person is actually better than you. And a lot of us have grown to understand that since about Madden 16 and on. It hasn't really been that competitive edge, but yet still, we still need to know the secrets to the game and how to win. All right, so what I'm going to be talking to you guys about right now is the best abilities. These things are what I'm using currently. Now, look. You don't have to go with every single ability that I use, but I'm going to tell you guys why I'm using it. Now, we're going to start off with Nasty Streak on the outside tackles. Well, the tackles are obviously outside, but the outside linemen I meant to say. So your tackles having Nasty Streak. Gmia, why would you use Nasty Streak and you don't run the ball as much as you used to? What is the point of doing that? Well, let me explain to you guys why it's important. For whatever reason, if you need to run the ball in a very, very clutch situation, your players don't automatically block the way they should. The game is kind of random, so dudes will get they'll get the drop on you. And one of the big things that goes on in Madden 22, and I know all of you guys have seen it and experienced it, the opponent will just dive at your legs. Like, you'll hike the ball, the guy will be standing over your center, he'll just dive like a swan, bro, and he will rip your kneecaps out, right? So there's a lot of things that go on with that. I don't think the development team is really looking at that because they've never addressed it. It's plaguing the game and it's disgusting. But you can dive like you're an Olympian, like a straight Olympian, like an athlete that's won all goals. Nasty Streak, what it does is it helps to get you to the edge. So whether you're going to the right or the left, as long as you're able to hike the ball and take your time following them, they can't actually, for some reason, dive through these players. So it enhances the stretch, the power O's, the counters, all that stuff because they go at a more, they're more aggressive with their pace, with the Nasty Streak, and they'll actually take players out of the way with them. You know what I'm saying? It is a 2-point ability, but I will tell you this right now. I think it's better than any other O-line ability, and it also helps within the passing game because they don't just let anybody come in. And if somebody tries to, if it's a corner or a DB that's blitzing and they block them, they'll automatically drop because of the definition of what the ability does. So it's kind of ill that it does that. So for me, it's been useful, which is why I've been addicted to it because whether I'm passing or I'm running, they're useful. All right. So that's something that I think you guys will probably want to look at as opposed to the other, edge protector, secure protector. I think that is beneficial both in the running and the passing. As far as the tight end, right now, if you have Dan Marino or Tom Brady or even they gave it to Kirk Cousins, the hot route master, you don't need to have any apprentices on any player because you get all the hot routes for those players. So the reason I'm showing you guys this is because I'm staying with Josh Allen. I love me some Josh Allen in this game. I think he's the best quarterback still in the game right now. But if you don't have a quarterback with hot route master, I would always recommend tight end apprentice because I think that it's very, very useful. All right, moving on. Josh Allenson. All right, gunslinger. Very, very simple. It's a 4 AP ability. This is why I love the guy. I took away, pass lead elite. I just use gunslinger now because I need those O-line abilities to help me in the run game if it comes down to that. So that's something that I use there. What is this? What is it? That's backfield master. 2 AP ability, but you need it. It's something that you need. And as long as you have this ability, feel free to throw it in the coverage. Like, dude, you guys know what I'm talking about, right, bro? Just hike the ball, whoop, throw it right in the coverage. Yep, yes, sir. Like, that's it. You will be a pro instantly. And if you're a pro player watching the video, you're probably chuckling right now like, yo, this dude, no, I just did that yesterday. Like, bro, I was just playing ladders and I did that to somebody. It's hilarious, but he just catches the ball. Anybody that has this, just throw it to him. Close your eyes. Just do something else. You know what? Put your controller down. Walk away. Throw it. It's a dot. Physical receivers on the outside. you're going to want to go with Matchup Nightmare. Just so you guys know, it's not that Matchup Nightmare is OP, it's just that it's useful everywhere on the field. So if EA wants you to catch the ball, you'll catch it. If they don't, they won't. That's it. It's pretty much very, very simple. And then the final ability on offense, you'll find him in my specialist. That's Plaxico Burress. He also has, Matchup Nightmare. And then the X Factor abilities are going to be Double Me, so that when, you get to that point where it's time to rock and roll, one-on-one, you should catch it no matter what's going on. Sometimes you'll get picked off. It's not as OP as when it first came out, but it does definitely work. Freight Train is the third ability, so I got Double Me on the 2 receivers, Freight Train on Cordarrelle Patterson, because what happens with him is you just can't tackle him. It gets real crazy. Like, you just can't, even though it says increased chance to break the next tackle attempt, you literally can't tackle him on the first tackle. He'll spin off, he'll hurdle, he'll do weird stuff, and usually he'll go for 6. So that's the offensive side of the ball. We jump over to the defense. Pretty much my user is Ted Hendricks. I put the video out on how to get Cam Chancellor at middle linebacker. I don't like the way he feels at middle linebacker. And I feel that EA changed it up, because when we used to do it in like 20, we were going crazy with it. We were running 3-4, and we had 2, safeties in that section. It just doesn't feel right. I love having Teddy Hendricks there, and I give him Lurker, and I give him Pick Artist. And I think that both of these are very important, because he's slower than a safety or a corner. When he gets, he's only 91 speed. When he catches the pick, his stamina doesn't diminish. So he'll outrun almost anybody for 6, because the other players that are chasing him will lose stamina. He won't. Obviously, he needs Lurker because he's a linebacker. It doesn't matter that he's 6'7". He will not jump without Lurker. Point blank, period. That's the way the development team at EA Sports wants it, and that's it. Okay? The safeties are going to go ahead and get mid-zone. Mid-zone is useful because it increases the reaction time, and then you have to click on to make the play. It's not the mid-zone of old, where it did everything. You have to see it, click on, and get it done. That's it. The 2 corners underneath, because we run 4-3 even, you're going to want to give them flat zone. Why are you giving them flat zone? Because everybody throws to the flat. And what happens is it enhances their reaction time to the flat, which will help you to possibly get interceptions. If you don't have either mid-zone or flat zone on your corners on the outside, you're doing it wrong. I know people tell you Acrobat, but these KOs will let the player drop the ball. Acrobat won't. So they can actually catch it and then still drop it because you have KO on. If you don't have the KO on, they will always catch the ball. So the 2 outside guys, you're going to want to give them flat zone. All right? Your D tackle, for me, I'm using Warren Sapp because he's a run stopper and he's a raider and he gets inside stuff for 1. So just having 1, beautiful. Beautiful. He'll make plays. It's 1 AP. Doesn't cost us that much. And we're good to go. Odafe Oweh, I'm going to tell you this right now. This dude's a monster. Give him under pressure. Yes, under pressure works again. I don't know what they did to it, but they nerfed it when I was using it a month ago. Now it works. Just a point of order so you guys understand. If you do not have this ability, you can be on the guy's shoulders, on the quarterback's shoulders, bruh, getting a piggyback ride, and he will still throw the ball accurately. If you have under pressure, it's a chance he won't. That's all I'm going to say about that ability. Do what you like, but I'm telling you, without that ability, he will throw the ball accurately all the time. Myles Garrett, unpredictable. Always good to have at least one of these guys out there with unpredictable. Helps to get random sheds and then get sacks. Everybody else's abilities. Okay, the kicker, focus kicker ability. Matt Prater is very, very cheap. Give him focus kicker. You shouldn't miss a kick ever again. I think it's a very underrated ability that helps you. Definitely go and look for it and get that done. And finally, we go over to the specialists. You're going to see one more unpredictable on Aaron Rodgers. And Lawrence Taylor, who was my other outside rusher, he is going to also have under pressure. Okay? The X Factor abilities is going to be 2 unstoppable forces. I want to let you guys understand why I use unstoppable force. Once they get it activated, they're going to get, like, they shed so quickly, it's almost disgusting. And then I have one, X Factor ability with universal coverage on Mike Haynes because he's an outdated card. So every boost that he gets is a little bit better. The only reason that he's still formidable is because he's a Raider and he has the +4 speed. Other than that, he's an older card, so EA will kind of, cheat him a little bit. And that's why he has the third X Factor ability right there. All right, so these type of abilities and, knowing how to utilize them, it's going to help you whether you're casual, pro, it doesn't matter. And it'll help you to understand more about the game, and you'll naturally get better because it'll start to click and it'll start to make sense. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Until next time, one love, y'all.